Also flash flood, that would be just about anywhere.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Hello everybody, it's Tuesday, January 28th. It's the end of January, the year 2025. It's coming up. Still a few more days. And tomorrow She can't stay either. She has to go. Ghostbox is hanging in there. Thank you, GhostTube. Free app. Random words. So, yeah, I have a speech.
Can you see me?
I have a speech tomorrow, and because we have so few people, we're giving a speech. Move quickly. Everyone has to give speeches all the time.
You don't understand.
Oh, now all of a sudden, this is like talkative. So I decided to give a speech on executive orders, presidential executive orders. I don't know why. I mean, I wanted to look into it, and I'm not sure if there's that much material, and I don't want to be political. But, this presidency, Trump's second one, he seems to be going off with tons of executive orders. I'm like, oh wow, and I've heard, in history and political science, that's not really. You do that once in a while to get go over the bump of some of the stuff, like veto. You don't veto all the time because then nothing would be passed. It's like a once in a while thing, but to rule or govern via executive order is kind of, and it's not all that uncommon. I mean, I was kind of checking it out. I mean, like JFK, 214 executive orders. Biden, 162 executive orders. That's about normal, those numbers. George Washington, 8 executive orders. And then we started counting them after Abraham Lincoln. See, Abraham Lincoln wrote the Proclamation, Emancipation Proclamation, right? Free the slaves. So he wrote that, and it's an order from the president. When they started numbering these things, they went back, and that's the first executive order, the Proclamation of Emancipation Proclamation. They backtracked and made that one number 1. I mean, this kind of like FDR 3,721, Teddy Roosevelt 1,081, Trump so far 39. So I thought I heard the word 200, so I'm a little confused. And just how good or bad is, I mean, he's changing a lot of stuff, for sure. So a little vlog, a little news, that's kind of like the vlog into the news. I guess Colombia, C-O-L-O, it's not Colombia, Colombo? This thing Colombo. Colombia, this is spelled the same way. C-O-L-O, Colombia. They backtracked, and so they're accepting flights of their former whatever criminals. Trump says they're all criminals. So they're accepting the return deportees. And Trump's up there saying, yeah, these flights, they're all about, they're criminals. We're giving them back. They're criminals. They're criminals in mental institutions and all this kind of thing. Criminals. And those flights, they're like, that movie Con Air? So
incorrect.
What? So, there was Hannibal Lecter. Now it's the movie Con Air. What? The comparisons are not. He's trying to relate to people, but I don't think he has got any. This just doesn't have that presidential stature. He's got the bulldog, I'm gonna do stuff, and and divisive those people, and elitism, and promises of wealth, but it's only to the super wealthy. He's gonna continue the tax cuts for the wealthy. So things are gonna get cut. Wow. Yeah, Con Air. So, it's like they're full of criminals. That's what is going back there. They're just trying to make like they do. I mean,
It was an accident. Dislike.
yeah, it's gonna start like that, right? They're just getting rid of the violent criminal types. But he didn't discern that with the pardons. He blanket pardoned all the January 6th. He didn't go, those were violent, those were not. Just all of them. So this is like, broad stroke stuff. So, and then once they get those planes, then they're just gonna keep going, as the guy says, the borders are, to dilate this. So they're gonna expand and keep going down the deportation route. And then it's just gonna be, oh my gosh, who's gonna be deported next? These are totalitarian things, but I'm not gonna say these are things in the Constitution. Executive orders in the Constitution. This sort of stuff's in the Constitution. But anyways, but Hawaii's got news too, right? So let's check that out. I'm confused. The firework blast pushes hospital capacity. So that January 1st explosion disaster of the fireworks, somebody got arrested. It killed 3 women and a boy, but it also admitted into the straw burn unit 10 patients. It's the largest number for a single event. It's 42-year history. It was like a battlefield, so they're still they're questioning. Hospitals can't even handle that. And of course, Gaza ceasefire. They all want to go home now, back to Gaza in the north. There's Gaza Strip, and then Gaza, the area, is kind of more northern. So they're all gonna move in mass number to destroy. They just want to go back to where they were. I don't know what's going. Thousands displaced. That stuff's not over with, I don't think, because he's still got Hamas. Just some sports. This girl, Jax Raylan, she looks pretty, Tita kinda. Would have mixed with. She's a wrestler, 2-time state champ, and then she's like, "Hi, Kiki." I just I used to wrestle high school, so the first thing I did is what weight class? 127 pounds. Oh my gosh. I didn't know there was a 127-pound weight class. And the Super Bowl's coming up. It's the Chiefs and the Eagles. And then there's Jax. Hey, what's up? Yay. I think there's some that. Maybe a little back in the day. Just relax. You want to relax? Think about 1964. There was a relaxing time. A year, 1964. You want to relax? Just kind of go into the big space and check out the painting and definitely.
It's impossible.
This is Japan? Japanese? This is the second floor banquet hall at Hotel Kaimana. It's a formal Saturday afternoon, 64. Room is a replica of the assembly hall in the ancient castle of Nijo in Kyoto, Japan. All decorative fabrics that's in here for installations. It's like one person visit. Yeah, nice watercolor painting. Very. Oh, what's going on here? We plan to make Hawaii the first state to be fully fiber enabled. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, expensive. Hedge fund. Yeah, they're gonna confirm all these people. It's RFK Jr. that I worry about. The guy's like all anti-vax. Oh, yesterday was the Auschwitz release anniversary. There's still some survivors from Auschwitz. They were like kids. These were the people that were kids in the Auschwitz. I heard this lady talk. She was a survivor of Nazi prison camp, but that was more north. This is Auschwitz anniversary. Yeah, that was yesterday. Okay, I got lost here. Oh, political cartoon. It's a giant chicken, or rooster, right? The Fourth Estate, which is all the media, social media too now, right? With some exceptions. It's all the newspapers and everything. The Bez. So this guy, I'm not sure who that is, but they're riding the Fourth Estate like a chicken. I'm not quite sure.
On no account.
Got control over that stuff. So, no swimming. Oh, I guess we go here. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. may be just the person needed to lead the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. It is past time for more scrutiny of the all too cozy, restless relationships between big pharmaceutical companies and their regulators, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and the Food and Drug Administration. In my opinion, Big Pharma has spread money around to media companies, universities, politicians, and even medical associations to ensure that it has friends when needed. Though Kennedy is not a medical doctor, yeah, mental note there, we may need the independent viewpoint of an outsider who has advocated against environmental dangers and for safer medicines, food, water, and vaccines for years. Let us see what he can do. Burton Myers Capulet, kind of talking in tutu voice. Thank you there, Burton, for bringing out the letter. Yeah, let's give him a chance, because Big Pharma is the enemy. That's just like big corporation. Yeah, because Big Pharma and big corporation, insurance companies, big corporations. But Robert Kennedy Jr. is not a medical doctor for sure. But the thing is, he has leanings and he says these things that are all from like pretty much QAnon conspiracy stuff. It's like what the heck? So fluoride they're gonna get rid of fluoride and it's not good for you, so we'll just ban all this stuff. And all these vaccines are bad for you. He basically said all vaccines are bad. So, we're gonna have to return to like measles, rubella shots, all these children vaccines are all gonna be taken off the shelf. So kids can no longer be vaccinated, and even like things like polio can come back, measles. These are because he's like, that's all bad. I think he came out when it was the COVID thing, and they're saying we're going to develop a vaccine. There's a COVID, and they developed a vaccine, and then it hasn't been tested because there's a friggin' pandemic. They got something going on, but it hasn't been tested, and it's bad, and all these anti-vaxxers. In fact, our governor, actual medical doctor, Dr. Green, our governor, had sussed out that because of his disinformation and misinformation, that about 83 people in Hawaii died from not being able to have vaccines. So there's like death on his hands from not and then he cuts off whale heads and bear roadkill and puts them in his car, and he's got the dead worm brain in his, he got that from like, what was he eating? Some type of thing? So that's like something that you get maybe, this guy is off on kook theories that aren't based in science. And he's just gonna go, nope. So, he's up for confirmation this week. Oh gosh. But they got no other choice. They don't got legitimate choices. And Trump's trying to push his agenda through. So, there it is. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna happen. So, I don't know. sometimes it seems reasonable, but then am I thinking if it's all the spin doctrine? It's like maybe you should battle Big Pharma. Anyways, have a good Tuesday. Aloha to you. To find out what am I doing here? Out. This one. Okay. Aloha. Have a good Tuesday. Bye now. Aloha. Oh, I pressed the right button, right?
I think the water is not running days and days and days and days.